welcome to Temple Builders Carpentry. Temple Builders, we problem solvers. Temple Builders, safety first. Okay, if you are enjoying this channel and you would like to contribute to Temple Builders Carpentry, okay, my Cash App is in the description box. Now today, we're talking about job built foundation wall forms, okay? Let's start down here at the footings, okay? Down here, right here, you see these little triangles and circles right here at the bottom of these rectangular shaped objects right here, okay? This is your footing, okay? This is built from concrete. Now, if you see right here in my footing, right here in the middle of my footing, is a U shape, okay? U-shaped indenture, okay? Or depression. That's called your keyway. Now, when you build the forms for your footing, okay, you're going to insert your rebar right here. Do you see these vertical pieces of metal right here coming up? These are called rebar right here. And the top right here is a plastic cap, okay, on each one of them. See right here? So before your footings are placed, and I also want to get this out too, when talking about concrete, okay, and you're talking about pouring concrete, technically, right, you're placing concrete because concrete is not a liquid. So engineers would be speaking in that terminology, saying placing concrete or concrete being placed because it's not a liquid. Okay, so when you're placing, and sometimes you'll hear me saying it interchangeably, you know, but I'm just telling you the correct terminology. All right. Now, all right, when you're getting ready to place your concrete for your footings, okay, you're gonna have your rebar in there first, right? Okay, and you're gonna make your forms. Okay, your forms are normally for your footings. Your forms are made out of 2x lumber. Okay, could be a 2x8. Okay, now sometimes if your soil is stable, okay, and if your soil is sound, you can pour or you can place your concrete directly into the ground, okay? If your soil is stable. Now let's keep on going. Now immediately after placing your concrete for your footings, you're going to take a 2x4. Usually it's a 2x4 that's chamfered on the corners, okay? And you're going to place it, okay, in your footing, okay? Immediately after it's been poured, okay? Then you're gonna let it harden. And so when you take the 2x4 out, you're gonna have this depression right here, what's called a keyway. Now what that keyway is going to do, see how it's going all around my footing, what that keyway is going to do, is going to lock the bottom of your foundation wall into place. All right, now let's keep on going. Now, look right here. We can use 2x4s for this, for our walls right here, our forms. Okay, we're using 2x4s for our forms. Okay, so this down here is called your bottom plate. Okay, you're going to nail your bottom plate to your footing. Okay, it's going to help secure your forms. Okay, now look right here, we got these studs running too, just like a residential home. Okay, now your studs can be placed 24 on center. They can be placed 16 on center or 12 on center, depending how thick your concrete walls are going to be and how tall your foundation wall is going to be, okay? Let's say if I had a thicker than usual foundation that's going to be placed and it's taller than usual, then I would want to have my studs closer together, maybe 12 inches on center. All right, let's keep on going. Let's look down here. Right here next to your footing, we got gravel. Okay, of course, they can be used as a capillary break. Gravel can also used as drainage. I got a drain tile right here, right next to our footing. Okay, of course, this drain tile is gonna have some type of sleeve on it, a sock, okay, to filter out the particulates. Now look right here behind my form, okay? Now, you know you're gonna need some room back here, okay? You know the excavators came in here before all this was constructed, the excavators came in here and dug this out. They also left me room, okay, behind my form, because I'm gonna need to walk around here, okay, do my little job, right? Plus, when the forms are taken down, you're gonna have a team of people to come in here and play and spray on a rubbery membrane, okay? Basically acting as a water barrier, vapor barrier, okay, on the outside of your foundation wall. But let's keep on going. See, so I got my dirt right here. Then I got the grass right here, right? Now look right here. I got a horizontal brace right here that's gonna be securing my forms, okay? Right here, it's attached to a brace anchor stake right here that's in the ground. Then I got a diagonal brace right here attached. Now look right here, I got a temporary brace going around the back of this. Okay, got my studs right here. Now let's keep on going. Now we also can use something called a turnbuckle. Okay, I don't know if y'all ever seen a turnbuckle before. I'm pretty sure some of you have. Just a little piece of metal that you can twist, and you can, you know, it can extend or it can retract. Okay. Now they can be used to align your form walls. Let's keep on going. Now look right here. I got this sheathing right here. This normally would be 3/4 of an inch. Okay, 3/4 of an inch. I got snap tie holes right here drilled. Okay, now this drill going into my right here. This is called a double whaler system. Okay, these little metal wires that's coming from my my plywood right here. These called snap ties. Okay, and these are called the cones. But let's come over here, this little drawing. If you can blow this up a little bit or zoom in, so I can show them this. Now, first of all, this is how it's gonna look when you're looking down your forms. Okay, these are my snap ties right here, right? And these are the spreader cones, basically acting like spacers, right? Because what we're building here is an inverted T foundation. Look right down here. It's normally, your wall will be, what, 8 inches, okay? And look right here. The projection on this side of my footing is 4 inches, and the projection on this side of my footing is going to be 4 inches. That means my footing going to be 16 inches wide. Okay, so we got 4 here, and we got 8 in the middle. So 16 for the footing, and then my wall is gonna be 8 inches wide. And it's basically called an inverted T, right? Inverted T foundation. Okay. Now the way we constructing it, right, is we poured our footing first, right? Let it cure. Then now we're coming back and building the job built foundation wall forms, okay, for our concrete wall. All right, which means we're placing this concrete at 2 separate times. And if you look right here, which means you're going to have a cold joint right there, because you're going to have this concrete that's been placed and has been hardened and already started curing, and you're going to place your wall on top of that. So they got different curing rates or drying times, okay? So we're gonna be placing this plastic concrete, you know, or moldable concrete on top of something that's already hardened. So it creates a cold joint right there. That basically, that cold joint will allow moisture to seep in right there. It's a weak point, okay? Now, there's another way we can do this, which is called a monolithic pour. A monolithic pour is when you pour the footing and the foundation wall at the same time. Okay. Now let's come back over here to what we was doing. Now this what it's gonna look like looking down. Okay, looking down your form. Okay, you're gonna have your outside panel right here, sheathing. Okay, then you got your inside sheathing. Okay, and it's attached to your stud right here. And it's attached to your stud right here. And look right here, your double whalers. Your whalers is running horizontally or from side to side. It's called double welders. All it is just two 2x4s. But if you look at it, you see your snap ties is running through there, okay? Your snap ties are running through there. And then when you put this wedge right here on the back of your welder, right? It's going to create that, it's going to give you that tension that you need, okay? When you put this steel wedge back here, okay, everything going to tie into place. You see these spreader cones right here on each side? And that's helping you, giving you your spacing, your 8-inch spacing, okay? And you see, I got a little ball right here at the end of the spreader cone. I don't know if y'all can see those little balls right there. That's your break back, okay? So when your wall has cured or hardened and you start taking down your forms, right? Then you can break this back or break it off right here at your break back right there. Top, break that off, okay? That's how that works. Now there's different kinds of these little snap ties, okay? And there's also a different type of whaler system. There's a single whaler system as well. And it got its particular bracket, just like these for it, all right? Now, I also want to make mention, see this type of nail right here? It has 2 heads on it. It's called a duplex nail, okay? Now, let's look over here. When I'm nailing my studs, I'll be toe nailing into my bottom plate. You'll use these duplex nails because it'll be easy to pry out my nails, okay? You want to be able to reuse, especially if you're using or if you're doing a lot of this type of work, you want to be able to reuse as much of this lumber as possible. So you use your duplex nails to go in here and nail your welders to your stud and your stud to your bottom plate, okay? Now you might just use this, you're going to use this regular 8s right here when you're nailing your plywood. You're going to use your 8s, nailing your plywood to your studs, all right? And like I was saying before, let's come back over here. If you look, your snap ties are running through your welder. You see how your snap ties are coming through? It's not running through your studs. It's running along the side of your stud. But it's coming in between your 2 welders right here. Okay? What else do we have here? Did I have anything that I've missed before I continue on? Oh, yeah, let's talk about here, right here, our gravel over here. Now, this gravel, like I said before, is used for drainage. Now, when we get everything done and the concrete is cured and we take off our forms and things like that, you want to backfill this, right? You can backfill it with your original dirt. However, if you need or want better drainage, you'll put a granular backfill in this so you can get more vertical fall of your water. You see what I'm saying? Your water have those, what they call macro pores or macro holes that don't allow capillary action to take place, and you'll get that vertical drainage. That's what I was looking for, to go into your drain tile right here and move your water downhill. Okay, so if you like this content, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and become my apprentice. I forgot, let me say this. These little red caps, I don't know if I said anything to y'all about these little red caps. You got this on these red caps on your vertical rebar for the safety of your workers. You don't want nobody to get impaled or anything like that on a job site. It'd be a gruesome sight, man. Also, right here, this vertical rebar has protrusions on it, right? Or what they call lugs. That's gonna help lock into your concrete, okay? Interlock with your concrete. And also, I wanted to make mention too, all these rebar right here, your snap ties, your vertical rebar, what you're gonna do, you're gonna run also horizontal rebar in here. Because what you're looking at right here, this is the outside panel. Okay, this is your outside panel that I'm showing you. I ain't show you the whole thing because I'd be obstructing your view, okay? So I don't have the inside panel constructed on here. Of course, the inside panel come right along here. The same thing. But then what I don't have here drawn, because I ain't want to clutter up the picture, okay, is you have horizontal rebar also running along here. And I want to make mention, okay, you put rebar in concrete because concrete has good compressive strength, okay? Compressive strength is pressing on something like this. I'm pressing on this compressive strength. I'm pressing on this tape measure, okay? But when it comes to tensile strength, concrete is pretty weak with tensile strength. That comes with pulling, okay? So if you like this content, like, subscribe, leave a comment, hit the notification bell, become my apprentice. Temple, build.